Good morning, Goa, and welcome to your channel, Goa News Daily. It's a beautiful morning in Goa. Today is the 10th of February, 2026, and our top story comes from Dongrim, where the village's unique Intruz celebrations are officially underway. We have a special report on what makes this festival such a powerful story of cultural survival.
Now this isn't the carnival you might be thinking of, the big one in Panaji. No, the Dongrim Intruz tells a much older, much deeper story of cultural survival, and we're about to dive right in.
So we're focusing our attention on the village of Dongrim in Tiswadi Taluka. Today, they kick off a 5-day folk festival that is, really, the cornerstone of their identity.
Okay, so you hear the name Intruz, and you probably think you know what it is. It comes from the Portuguese intrude, right? Well, in Dongrim it has a completely different meaning, and to understand why, we've got to go back a few centuries.
You see, the origin of Dongrim's Intruz is this masterclass in clever cultural preservation. It's a true story of a festival that had to live in disguise.
So check this out. Back in the 16th century, the Portuguese rulers banned public Hindu festivals like Shigma. But the villagers didn't just give up. Instead, they adapted. They used a Christian-sounding name, Intruz, to hide their ancestral traditions in plain sight. And it worked.
This idea is called cultural camouflage, and it's absolutely crucial to understanding why this festival is so important historically. This wasn't just a simple name change, it was a deliberate and brilliant act of survival.
And this is what's really amazing. Dongrim is the only village in all of Goa where the Hindu community celebrates a festival with this name. It is quite literally a living piece of history, preserved in one very special place.
So, what actually happens during these 5 days? Let's break down the traditional timeline of this incredible festival.
The whole thing follows a very specific 5-day schedule. It all starts on the third Friday of the Hindu month of Magh, and believe me, each day has its own distinct rituals and its own unique energy. It all kicks off with this really dramatic midnight procession. Villagers cover themselves with woolen carpets, which is a direct, powerful link to its secretive past, a reminder of that need for concealment all those centuries ago. Then over the weekend, the sacred energy of the festival just spreads through the entire village. These beautiful flower-adorned umbrellas are carried door to door, which is a way of blessing each and every home in the community. Tuesday, that's the peak of the celebration. The entire village is just throbbing with energy as the deity is carried through the streets with the powerful drumming of the Romtamel. It's this incredibly vibrant display of faith that draws huge crowds from all over.
And then the festival ends in this joyous explosion of color. This is actually Goa's very first Gulal celebration of the season, and it signifies unity, gratitude, and the arrival of spring as the community comes together one last time.
All right, let's clear something up. A lot of people get this confused with the massive Goa Carnival in Panaji, but they could not be more different, and it's really important to understand why. The differences are just so stark. Dongrim's Intruz is an indigenous 16th century folk ritual born from religious resistance. The Panaji Carnival, on the other hand, is a modern, secular event that started in 1965 as a tourist attraction, modeled directly on Rio's famous party. Two totally different worlds.
Now, beyond its fascinating history, this festival plays a vital role in the social fabric of Dongrim today. It's about so much more than just rituals. It's about community.
And this is what is truly remarkable. You have the Christian community participating in Intruz, and then, in this beautiful act of reciprocity, the Hindu villagers join in the feast of Our Lady of Bomb's success, even helping to carry the sacred palanquin. This is Goenkarponn in action.
This quote from a local resident just captures the spirit of it perfectly. It's not for one group or another. The traditions, the music, the faith, it brings everyone in the village together.
And that really leaves us with a powerful question to think about. In a world that is changing so fast, what is the role of these deeply rooted traditions in preserving who we are and where we come from?
So to quickly recap our special report, Dongrim's Intruz is so much more than a festival. It's a living monument to cultural resistance, it's a highly structured 5-day ritual, and it's a powerful, ongoing symbol of real Goan unity. And that concludes our special report. You know, most people watching aren't subscribed. Please don't miss out. If you found this story valuable, subscribe to Goa News Daily now. It's just one free click for you, but it's a huge encouragement for us to bring more well-researched content just like this. Subscribe so our updates come straight to your feed. Don't just watch and leave. Thank you for watching.